Very good morning to one and all present here. After a 15 days break as your summer vacation, once again we all have assembled here in the online class. And hence I welcome you back in the science online class. Hope you all have enjoyed your vacation very happily and you must have gone through the topics that had done before the summer break. Today we will go with the new lesson. Before starting the session, let me introduce the topic that we will start. Sometimes back, my daughter asked me, Mama, give me some food. I am feeling very hungry. I told her, go and eat some chapati or rice. She told, no, Mama, I am having junk bhook. I asked, what is the meaning of junk bhook? She told, Mama, I want to eat something spicy. So give me mixture. I said, okay, wait. So this bowl of mixture I kept in front of her. It is tempting now? Okay. When she was eating, what she was doing, I noticed, she was picking all the roasted peanut from the mixture and kept aside this way. She picked all the roasted peanut from this mixture and kept aside. I asked, what are you doing, Kuhu? She told, Mama, I don't like this peanut. I don't want to eat. Now you tell me what she was doing. She was separating the peanuts which was not liked by her or which was not according to her taste. She was separating the peanuts from the mixture. Can you guess that which topic we will be dealing with right now? You are right. Today we will start chapter 4, the separation of substances. What we will go through this? We will start separation of substances. One by one, first of all, we will see what is the meaning of separation and substance. It is well known to you. Okay? Now, let's start the discussion. Chapter 4, Separation of Substances. Now, what are the objectives of today's class? After finishing the topic of today's class, we will be able to understand these things in different way. At the end of the lesson, we will be able to understand the need and meaning of separation. What is the meaning of separation and why do we separate the substance? This one will be clear. Number 2, the types of substances, that is pure substances and mixture. What is the meaning of pure substance and mixture? Number 3, to categorize the substances as pure substance and mixture. If a group of substances are given in front of you, that you will be able to classify them that they belong to which group, whether they are pure substance or they are mixture. Number 4, classify the types of mixture. If different mixtures are there, you will be able to classify them into different groups according to their what? Properties. Number 5, you will be able to differentiate between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. This term homogeneous and heterogeneous, these two terms are very new to all of you. Okay, now let's start the discussion. First of all, what is the meaning of separation? Separation means in Hindi you called it alag karna. English, it is set apart. Set apart or to make different groups. But meaning is clear. Separation, to set apart, to make different groups. And what is the meaning of substance? For third chapter we have read about the matter. Anything which has mass and occupies space, they are known as matter. We can call it as material also, and this material is also known as substance. All the names have same meaning. So, separation of substances that we will be dealing in this chapter. Now, very first question that comes in our mind, that why do we need to separate the substances? Why it is needed? My daughter, she was not liking the peanuts, roasted peanuts. She picked up and kept it one side. Why? Because these peanuts were unwanted for her. So first of all, the need is to remove the unwanted substance. First of all, to remove the unwanted substance. To remove the unwanted substance from the group. Clear to you? Second, you must have noticed your mother when she is preparing the rice to make boiled rice. She used to clean the rice before cooking. She used to pick all the pebbles and unwanted material from the rice and making the rice grains pure. So second, to make the substance, to make the substance into pure form. P-U-R-E, pure form. F-O-R-M. Okay. So the 2 points were, first one, to remove the unwanted substance or substances, and number 2, to make the substance into pure form. So these 2 reasons we need to separate the substances. Now the substances are classified into 2 groups. One is pure substance, the another one is your mixture. Now what is the meaning of pure substance and mixture? One more thing I have for you. Could you please tell me the name of this object? It is sugar. You all know this. Now if you will just pick the sugar grains, you will see that each and every crystals of the sugar, more or less, it is same in size and shape. So the substance which is made up of only one type of particle, you can see each and every grain is of same size, shape, and it is only sugar crystal. Even the composition is also same. So these type of substances which is made up of single type of particle, it is known as pure substance. Clear to you? The pure substance contain only one kind of particle. Now what is then mixture? Idea must be clear to you. If pure substance is made up of one kind of particle, then the opposite of pure substance means it is made up of more than one kind of particle. Now you see, commonly it is known as mixture. Now you see how many particles are there, and all are of different shape as well as size. You can take soil in your hand. Just observe the soil. You will see that the soil will contain different type of particles. Pebbles, grass, twigs, soil particles, etc. So soil is a mixture. Soil is a mixture because it is made up of different type of particles, just like this mixture. Got my point? The difference between pure substance and the mixture. Now see, there is a chart. There is a chart in front of me. You have to see why they are pure substance and why the other one is the mixture. About sugar, now you see the crystals, very clear crystals. All the grains are of similar shape and size, made up of only one type of particle. Confirm it is a pure substance. What about salt? Salt is also present in crystal form just like sugar. Salt also comes under pure substance. Now water. Water means chemical formula H2O. Water is a pure substance. Pure water. I am asking about pure water. Pure water is a pure substance. Now there must be one confusion in your mind. Ma'am, water is made up of two elements. One is hydrogen, another one is oxygen. Very good question. Just keep in your mind. We will discuss later on. Right now, just keep this in your mind. Water is a pure substance and the chemical formula is H2O. As it is made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen, still it is a pure substance. It is not a mixture. We will clear it. Okay? Later on. Oxygen. Formula O2. Oxygen gas. Pure substance. Carbon dioxide again. CO2. Two elements are there. Carbon and oxygen. They combined forms the carbon dioxide. It is a pure substance. Gold. It is a pure substance. Each and every part of the gold, it is made up of one kind of particle. Copper. Copper is also made up of only one kind of particle when it is not mixed with any other metal. Clear? So these come under the pure substance. Now what about the air? 5 standard, standard 5. How did we define the air? Air is a mixture of gases, invisible mixture of gases. Air contains nitrogen, air contains oxygen, air contains carbon dioxide and some other small gases are also there in a small fraction. Milk. Milk is pure or mixture? I am not talking about the shuddhata, the purity. I am talking about the composition of the milk. You know, the milk is made up of water, fats, clear? Water and fats and sometimes proteins also. Sometimes what? Proteins is also there. Proteins. Clear? So milk is also a mixture. Soil mixture we have done. Seawater. Seawater is salty in taste. Why? Because salt is dissolved in the water. Seawater contains water, then salt, and then some sand particles also present in the seawater. So it is also a mixture. Lemonade, that nimbu pani, how your mother makes it? By squeezing a lemon into water and mixing 3 to 4 spoons of sugar and pinch of salt. All 4 ingredients, when they mixed together, it forms the lemonade. It is a mixture. Crude oil. You know, crude oil is extracted from the seabed, that kacha tel. And when it is after extraction, when it is purified into different into the factories, then we get kerosene, petrol, diesel, everything at different boiling points. You will read in your higher class. So crude oil is the main oil from which we get the different types of oil like kerosene, petrol and diesel after purification. Bronze, it is what? Alloy. Alloy is the mixture of the metal. Got my point? What is the meaning of substance, pure substance and the mixture? Now what about the butter and ghee? Milk is mixture. Idea is clear. But what about butter and ghee? You know, butter is a mixture because it contains fats as well as water. When we churn the cream of the milk, how your mother is preparing ghee? She is collecting the milk for several days and keeping in the refrigerator. And after some days, after 10 to 15 days, she used to churn. Hindi, what we called it, mathna. After churning, the butter comes up and the water remains what? Below the butter. So butter contains some fraction of water. Butter is actually fat. And that butter is also containing some fraction of water. Hence, butter is a mixture. But when this butter is heated, the water gets evaporated. Water gets evaporated. The little water is present, it gets evaporated and only fats remain behind, which is known as ghee. So ghee is what? Think. Ghee is what? When the water is evaporated, only fats are left, means ghee is pure substance. Idea is clear? Very good. Now what are the difference between the pure substance and the mixture? Pure substance, it is made up of only one matter or particle, one kind of particle, whereas mixture, several substances together form a mixture. Pure substance. Number 2, separation is not possible. Try to separate. Will you be able to separate the grains of sugar? No, because all are of same type. How can we separate? Separation is only done when there is a difference. So pure substance cannot be separated. Mixture can be separated by different methods. We will read later on. Pure substance, it is pure. It is pure, means no unwanted material is there which is to be removed. Clear? All the pure substances, they are pure in nature. But what about the mixture? See, the peanut is, where is the peanut? Yeah, here's the peanut. The peanut is not unwanted, but for my daughter it is unwanted. So what she did? She removed it. Clear to you? So separation is only done when there is impurity in the substance. Picking of pebbles from the rice, uprooting grass from the plant or the garden, these are the unwanted substances because these are the impure substance. So mixture is impure. Number 4, which is very important. Pure substances are chemically combined. The mixtures are not chemically combined. Now how will you understand this topic? Chemically combined and not chemically combined. Chemically combined, the meaning of chemically combined is that the particles are held with a strong force which is known as bond. See, water. We were talking about now that chemical formula is water is H2O. Yes or no? H and O. Hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen and oxygen both are chemically combined. Means the ratio is fixed. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. When they combined together in a fixed ratio, then it forms one compound of water or one molecule of water. Got my point? Means water, to make water, we need only 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Done? So they are chemically combined, means they are bonded with the strong force. Hence, they cannot be broken. They cannot be separated. But when we talk about the mixture, now you see, are they combined with any type of force or bond? No, because they are not chemically combined. Each and every particle has different identity. Each and every particle. This is something else. It has its own shape, size and identity. This one is that chuda. Okay, this one has again different identity. This is peanut. This is, I think, roasted that chana, pulse, dal. So each and every particle has their own identity and they are not combined. No bond or no force of or no bond is there in between. Got my point? What is the meaning of chemically combined or not chemically combined? Mixture, there is no bond in between them. Hence, can be separated very easily. But water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, the ratio is fixed. Only 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. And here only 2 oxygen. When they combined, when they joined together with the force of attraction, that is the bond, then it forms this molecule or compound. And hence they are known as pure substance. So what is water? Water is H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. 2 elements are there, but they are combined chemically with a strong bond and the ratio is fixed. So water cannot be a mixture. It is a pure substance. Clear to you? Now see, there are some mixture I have written here. Mixture. Sea water. Can you tell me what is the components of these mixture? Sea water, it is made up of water, then salt, and then sand particles. Aerated drinks. Do you know the meaning of aerated drinks? Soft drink, Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, Mirinda. It is made up of again water, sugar because it is sweet in taste, and when you open you get a bubbles. You get the bubbles of the gas. It is due to the presence of the carbon dioxide dissolved in water. Lemonade, water, then sugar, pinch of salt, and lemon juice. When all mixed together, it forms the lemonade. Now, what are the forms of mixture? Again, the mixtures can be found in 3 forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Can you name any mixture which comes in solid form? Guess. Liquid, we have lemonade, just now we discussed. Solid gases, we have air. And what about solid? The alloys. What is the meaning of alloy? Alloy is the mixture of metals. Okay, mixture of metals. Or you can write iron nails in sand. It is also a mixture. Both are in solid form, so it is a solid mixture. Clear? Now some types of mixture: homogeneous and heterogeneous. Now what is the meaning of homogeneous? Homo means same. Homo means same. And what is the meaning of hetero? Hetero means different. Now let me clear you. Mixture means different particles are present. Now I have 2 colored sketch pen. When all the particles this way are arranged in this way, see, now you can see there are 2 type of particles in this mixture. One is pink color, another one is blue color. Clear? These 2 particles are uniformly distributed. If you can see the arrangement, each and every particles are uniformly distributed, equally distributed from top to bottom. This is known as homogeneous. Take sugar and put the sugar into 1 glass water and stir it. What will happen? The sugar will dissolve. The sugar will dissolve. And it will dissolve equally from the top layer of water to the bottom layer. If you will drink the liquid water that in which you have dissolved the sugar, you will get that each and every layer of the water is sweet in taste. This is your homogeneous mixture. Now what about the heterogeneous? Now you see, heterogeneous. Again 2 particles are there. But the arrangement or distribution is not uniform. Now you can see, again 2 particles are there. This is the first one and this is the second one. 2 particles are there, but the arrangement is not uniform. Irregular distribution is there. Now how will you know that irregular distribution? Nothing you have to do. Take a glass of water. Take a glass of water and add sand into it and stir it. Now what will happen? After some times, the sand will settle down. Now water is first mixture apart and the sand is the second one. Now you see, is sand distributed in the water equally? No. The sand is settled down at the bottom of the glass. It is not distributed in whole water. This is called heterogeneous mixture. See, particles are distributed uniformly. Uniform composition. It is made up of all the particles in uniform way. It cannot be separated physically. Now sugar water, that sugar you have dissolved in the water. Can you separate the sugar from that water? Physically, it is not possible. If you boil that water, then water will evaporate and the sugar crystal will remain behind. That we will deal later on. Physically means only by appearance. Only by appearance. Means the sugar that is dissolved in the water, it will never be separated. Now what about the heterogeneous? The particles are distributed non-uniformly. The particles are distributed non-uniformly means irregular way of distribution is there. Number 2, non-uniform composition. You see, first layer made up of pink particle, second layer only blue, then third one blue and pink particles, and the fourth one very less particles are there. Non-uniform composition can be separated physically. This is a mixture. All are of different shape and size. Now it can be separated. It can be separated in different groups this way. See, separated na? Physically, appearance wise, we can change it or we can separate it. Example, sand in water. Just see this example. Pour the water. The water can be transferred into different glass. The sand will remain behind in the first glass. Got my point? So, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous made up of made up of particles which are distributed uniformly. Heterogeneous, the particles are distributed non-uniformly. Now there is a topic, adulteration. Do you know what is this adulteration? Now there are some dishonest person who just want to earn the money, and you know what they are doing? They are adding some of the harmful substances which is not wanted by our body in the food and which causes lots of health problem. That method, you know what we called it? It is known as adulteration. Hindi, we called it milavat. There is a movie, Mr. India, you must have watched it, starred by Anil Kapoor and Sridevi, I think. There, the Mr. India, that Anil Kapoor, he saw that some of the dishonest person, they were mixing the pebbles in the rice. That practice is known as adulteration. The addition of unwanted substance in the food item is called adulteration. You know, this is a very offensive job which comes under the criminal action, which if anybody will found doing this, he or she may be getting punishment for this. Adulteration, the addition of unwanted substance in the food item is called adulteration. Now, what is the outcome of adulteration? Why do the people mix the unwanted substance? First of all, increase in quantity. If a handful rice is there and you are adding, this is your rice, handful rice, and you are adding white pebbles, white safed kankar, that white pebbles into the rice, what will happen? Automatically the quantity will increase. But what will happen about the quality? The quality will decrease. The person will earn more money by selling the pebble into the cost of rice. By selling the pebble into the cost of rice. But the quality will decrease. Stone in rice. Second one, decrease in quality. Gunvatta, it will decrease. It will cause lots of health problem. Example, stone in rice, dried papaya seeds in black paper. You just see the seeds of papaya and the black paper, both are same in texture and size. Clear? Now categories of mixture. There are solid mixture, and then solid liquid mixture, and the third one is your liquid mixture. Liquid mixture. Clear to you? So today's classwork only this much. Categories of mixture we will deal in the next class. Now your homework is so this is your homework. Define pure substance, mixture, adulteration, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Do it in your homework copy and send it to me for correction. Okay? Still, if you have any doubt, write down in your copy and wait for the next class. Bye bye.